Hello, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Welcome back to the Bitter Pops Advent Beer Calendar. And today is day 21, and we got a pretty special one. I'm doing some research about this one. Seems pretty special. It is called the Ballantine Burton Ale. Now, Ballantine is it's actually owned by Pabst, who makes PBR, which is weird. But they bought this company years after they stopped making any beer. But their Burton Ale was something that was never sold in stores. It was given as gifts, and yeah, there was actually quite a few of them still purchasable, like online. They're like 50 years old, and from what I hear, they're still good. It's a strong ale. Some people say it's kind of like a barley wine style. It is an 11.3% alcohol by volume, and they say it's sweet like a barley wine, but it still has some hoppy characteristics to it. The originals were actually aged for 20 years in oak. This is not aged. They kind of try to recreate the flavor by brewing it with like oak spirals inside of the brew to give it that woody characteristic. Let's go ahead and open it and see what it's like. And even this recreation of it only came out in a limited batch, so it's interesting that it came in this Advent pack, because it's still not an easy one to find, even the new recreation. Let's go ahead and smell it. Very has like a vanilla sweet smell to the top of it. A little bit of fruitiness to it. It's a good taste. Wow, that is really good. It's like you get like a vanilla, an oaky, a sweetness, but it still has that hop characteristic to it, that little bitterness all the way to the end. They really managed to balance the sweetness of a barley wine. It's not exactly like a barley wine, but the sweet characteristic of this reminds me of one, but that's balanced with a nice hoppiness. I actually really like this one. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 9.5, and just to reference what Beer Advocate has this at, is a 3.96 out of 5. So they're hovering around an 8 out of 10. I think it's better than that. It's weird because it comes from Pabst Brewery too. Although they don't make it in Pabst Brewery, from what I read online, they actually make it out of a small independent brewery in Minnesota. I'm just kind of owned and overseen by Pabst. This is really good. So if you see this in the store, which it says it's limited release, not a lot of stores have it, I would go ahead and pick it up because it is worth it. It's really tasty. Even though it's not aged for 20 years, it still has that oaky characteristic to it. So that was a really good job by them. Anyway, that's been day 21. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow for day 22. So long.